What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Life with Fred. And today is Sunday, November the 16th. So, right now it is 3:40. I have literally been just relaxing all day. This is an interesting week. So I go to third shift starting tomorrow. So technically I work thirds Monday through Friday, but I start at 11 p.m. Monday and my week ends at 7 a.m. on Saturday. So such is life with third shift. Also tomorrow I have 2 doctor's appointments. I have my 3-month follow-up tomorrow morning with my surgeon. And then at 2 o'clock I have my orthodontist follow-up. So tomorrow's gonna be a busy day, and then the week continues. Friday, I have to break my sleep and go get my race packet because I'm doing my first 5K in 5 years, actually. My first 5K in 5 years on Saturday morning. It's the Jingle Bell Run here in Charlotte for the Arthritis Foundation. So I'm gonna do my best to vlog all of this with and take you guys with me, because I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing the inside of this apartment. So for now I am just kind of relaxing. I'm gonna get up in a little bit and cook some jerk chicken to go with the broccoli cheddar soup I cooked last week. I ate the loaded baked potato soup. Yeah, that's it. So I am at the oral surgeon's office waiting for him to come in. Let you know how this goes. When I tell you that was one of the shortest doctor's appointments I've had in a long time. He basically came in, looked at all my incision sites, and saw that everything looks good, healing well. And basically told me to continue to follow my orthodontist instructions. Let her know that he said hi when I see her later today, and basically cut me loose. So I do have to come back again, but it's not going to be until after my braces come off. So once my braces come off, then I call him to schedule a follow-up, and we go from there. So, all right. So that is it for this appointment. I think I'm gonna walk across the street to the store, or to this little mall over here, and see what they have over there. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get something to eat or what, but I just let my Lyft go already, so I haven't been out here 20 minutes. So, but I could go ahead and call another one. So I'm gonna walk across the street first. Alright, y'all, so it is later in the evening now, and I forgot to update you guys on how everything went at the orthodontist. Again, I forgot to vlog, as you can see, but the orthodontist appointment went really well. They took off all those hooks and slides, or Kobe hooks, from the backs. They just left the 4 on each side that I'm using for rubber bands. I don't have my rubber bands in right now because I just finished eating. Still on track to have the braces off in March or April, and I have green today. One of my brackets broke, and I didn't know it, so they had to replace that. And then, other than that, the visit went really well. So I'm supposed to go back in 4 to 6 weeks, but we booked it out a little bit further, because I could have went the week of December 15th, or the week of New Year's. So I chose the week of New Year's, just so it gives me time to pay off my balance. So I paid off what I owe up to today, but I have a new charge hidden on the 19th of each month. So I have 2 charges that'll hit before I go back. So I at least want to pay off the November and start paying towards the December charge before I go in. That way they'll be more inclined to book my next appointment after that. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm on catching up on other bills. So right now I'm at work. Today was my first day working third shift, so I came in at 11, which was another adventure. I didn't get any sleep this evening, so I'm probably gonna crash as soon as I get home. And then I took a lift to work, just so I could try to get some more rest, and I had to do my homework before I came in. Oh shoot, I was supposed to do a discussion board, and it's almost 2 o'clock. It's after 2 o'clock, so it's closed now. And this was the last day of the class, so tomorrow a new class started. So oh well, I finished that class with a C. I'm more than likely not gonna make the dean's list this semester because I got, I think, 3 C's. So I'm not expecting to make the dean's list. This has been a difficult semester for me with surgery and job changes and everything. So I'm just glad I didn't fail in classes. But on the way out here in the lift, the police decided to do a traffic break. So I was almost late. Thankfully, the Lyft driver recognized that something was going on, and he took the next exit, and we just took the streets out here. And I got out here with 15 minutes to spare, because I got to walk in from the security gate up front. So thankful for that. But right now, I'm just taking a little break just to stretch my legs and not fall asleep. Because it's 2 o'clock now, so I still got 5 more hours before I get off. But I will say tonight is going fast, so let's keep it up. And this week starts marathon training, so according to the schedule that I'm following, Monday was a rest day, so Tuesday is my first workout on the marathon training schedule. So I am going to do my best to stick to it because the Charlotte Marathon is a year away. Now, the good thing about registering for a marathon is you can always drop down to a lower race if you choose to. You just can't go up if you don't register for the higher race. So my goal is to try to run the marathon. It's all going to depend on what my times look like between now and the closer we get to the race. If I can't maintain I think it's a 13-minute pace, the entire 13 minutes or less pace, the entire 26 miles, then I'll more likely drop down to a half marathon. Because on most courses, I need to look at the course map for this one, but on most courses, the back half of the marathon is off course, and the half marathon, when they get to a certain point, the marathon meets back up with the half marathon. So as long as I can do that, maintain that pace, and at least make it back to where the half marathon and the marathon meet up again, then I don't have to worry about the course closing before I finish. So but I'm gonna go ahead and head back in, and I will check with you guys later.
The next stop is East-West Station, with bus connections to routes 10 and 25. Please check the bus schedule for available service. stop is East West Boulevard Station. Please exit right.
Alexa, make living room lights white.
They took effect in October and will remain in place until around the new year. This year, the window between Thanksgiving and Christmas is
All right, y'all.
so postal workers
So I just got back in from doing my first training run for my marathon prep.
Charlotte Knights are helping local families put a Thanksgiving meal on the table.
I'm surprised. I'm glad. I'm pleased with my progress for today. I was out there for 35 minutes. Okay, so the training run was walk 2 minutes, run 1 minute, and you do that 10 times. I didn't expect to do more than a mile.
Visit QCnews.com to nominate a remarkable woman in your life. Share her story and help us celebrate the difference she makes in our community.
What the hell is this?
QC News Plus, our show
Going through my mail.
looks at ways people are making extra cash. This week's episode features a woman who left her high-powered banking job to pursue her outlet of helping others make their finances work for them.
The bus has been utilized to go around to either major corporations or either I have gone to educate people
Oh,
in the importance
okay.
of financial education. Then probably after a year and a half after launching the finance bar, I had to quit my job. So I had to make a decision very,
Okay,
very quickly.
I know what this is. All right, so walk 2 minutes, run 1 minute. You do that 10 times, and I was expecting to do more than like a mile and a half, and I actually did just over 2 miles in 35 minutes. So I'm pleased with my progress. I was expecting to be at a pace of 16 minutes per mile, just because it's been so long since I have worked out or run. And
For free on our Queen City News Plus TV app, download it on your smart TV device. On Queen City News at 6,
and I was at 15:50, so I'm working on getting that down. So I got to get under 13 minutes a mile, I think, for the marathon. So I'm on track to be there by this time next year. So now I got to get ready for work. It is currently 5:56. I got to leave out of here in about 2 hours in order to catch the bus that's going to get me to the front door. Otherwise, then I leave out just before 9, and then I have to walk. I think it's a mile and a half from the next closest bus stop, and according to Google, I'll get there right around 10:40. I prefer to get to the front door, and just sit for an hour than to be walking an hour and a half in the dark, especially since there's no sidewalks out there. So let me go ahead and get ready, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, guys, I made it through another night on 3rd, but this not sleeping stuff is getting old really fast. I haven't had to go through this since 2019, so. But I know I'm believing I should sleep pretty well today, because I only got 4 hours yesterday, and I didn't get any sleep Monday before I went to work. So it's catching up to me. Either that, or this weekend when I'm off, I'm going to sleep hard as a rock. And these long bus rides home, well, it's more so the waiting for the bus that is exhausting. But I'm a trooper, so I'm gonna power through and get through to it, get it done. Power through and get it done. I need to do some more editing. I got a vlog and like 4 other videos that should have been up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep, and I will check in with you guys later. Alexa, make bedroom lights white.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So it is Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. It's just after 5:30. Normally I was sleeping till 6, but I decided to wake up a little early today because I have to do my training run before I go to work. So try to get to it. All right, so I got the training run done. Now, I know y'all can see that sweat. So it's a drop of sweat hanging off my eye. Now it's time for me to get ready for work. I got just about an hour and a half before I gotta leave the house. What's going on, y'all? So today is Friday. I've been home from work for about 3.5 hours now. I did take a nap for about an hour and a half-ish. I was supposed to get up now and go get my race packet, but I just looked into it and they didn't charge for the same day race day pickup, so I'm going to do that in the morning because I just spent the last half hour walking over to Food Lion to pick up my groceries. So here's what I did last night at work. So normally I order my groceries through the Harris Teeter app, and so I put all my groceries into the Harris Teeter app, and then I saw on Rakuten that they were giving 1% back for all orders placed online at Food Lion. So I put all my groceries into both apps, and I saw that my groceries would be cheaper at Food Lion. Here's the other deciding factor in me going with Food Lion over Harris Teeter, like I normally do. Harris Teeter charged a $5 fee for using the in-store shopper, and then or their app service, and then there's a $10 delivery fee through Instacart. With Food Lion, they charge a $1.99 fee for using their in-store services, and because it's like a block and a half from the entrance to my apartment complex, maybe 2 blocks, and then by the time I walk through the complex to get to the front entrance, it ends up being about a total of 3 blocks. So it was, in that aspect, it just made more sense for me to just go ahead and pick it up. Plus I saved almost $20 by getting all my groceries over there, and they had everything that I needed in the app, whereas there was 1 or 2 items missing from Harris Teeter. One item I've never been able to find on the app. You actually have to go in store to pick it up because for whatever reason it doesn't pull up by its actual name. I don't even know how it pulls up in the app. I'm gonna have to scan it and see. And then they also didn't have the ham I wanted. The cheaper ham you can only do pickup, whereas if I was going to Harris Teeter, they're so far away that I would have to. Why you get all that water on me? They're so far away that I would have had to use the delivery service anyway. So, and then had to add the ham in there. I needed 2 of them, one for my house and one for my parents' house. That would have added at least another $30 onto the order. So I saved a lot more money by going through Food Lion. So I just got back from picking that up, and I'm gonna put that away, and then I'm going back to bed because I do have to work tonight. Tonight is my last night of work, and then I have my race in the morning. So I will talk to y'all in a couple hours. Oh, and this is what this dog just did to me. I promise you, he's worse than now. He want to lay down like he's innocent. Sir, didn't you just go drink out of your bowl and put your wet mouth all over my leg? I'm actually surprised that he's not running away since I got the camera on him. Say hi, Milo. Say hi. You gonna give us a tail wag or something? Just a little one? Okay. Alright, y'all, I'm going to bed. I'll talk to y'all in a couple hours. Alright, guys, so I have made it home and got changed, and now I am walking out to the train. So I got to be at registration by 9 o'clock. The train comes at 8:10. I should be in Uptown by 8:30, and walked over to the Chula Center or the Chula Stadium by, well before 9 o'clock. So let's get this day on the road. I don't know why I did this to myself. I am extremely exhausted. I was falling asleep pretty much all night at work. And then when I got in the lift to come home, I was pretty much asleep most of the ride home too. And I try not to go to sleep in other people's car, especially people I don't know. So, but I pay my money, so I'm going up here and run this race, and then I'm coming home. Hopefully, I'm back home by 1, 2 o'clock. Race actually starts at 10, um, so I should be done by 11, and I'm pretty much heading home after that because I ain't got it in me to stay down here and party with the white folks. I'm glad I brought my mic. I hope you guys can hear me. This crowd down here is pretty thin right now. The race is gonna start for like another hour, almost an hour and a half. So they got time to get down here, but they're trying to get it live going live down here right now.
I see elves.
I'll check back in before the race to tell y'all what the crowd looks like.
I will say though, it's like if you have like whatever holiday.
The size of the crowd hasn't changed much. This is by far one of the lightest crowd size experience at a race. Race should be starting in about 10 minutes. All right, so the race is done, and I met my goal. My goal was to be done in 45 minutes or less, and I came across the line at 43 minutes and like 45 seconds. So I'm happy with that time. Other than that, I'm about ready to head back to the train because it's time for me to go to bed. All right, guys, so it is almost 11 o'clock. After I got home, I quickly got out of them clothes and got in the shower and got in bed. So I slept for about 4 or 5 hours, but I am not feeling 100. Not just because of the physical activities of this week, but I also realized that I haven't taken my gabapentin or my topiramate in quite some time. So I haven't taken the topiramate on purpose for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I take it just when I feel like I can't fight off the symptoms anymore. And that's because I am almost out and I can't get mine refilled until I think next month. So I've been using it sparingly. The gabapentin, I'm supposed to take it every night before I go to bed, but with me switching over to to third shift, I haven't been taking it when I come home in the morning before I go to bed. So I think next week I'm gonna switch it up and make sure I do that because although I don't have a migraine, I can definitely tell my body is possibly going through detox from being off the medication because the symptoms are starting to come back a little bit stronger. And they're not a migraine in the head. I'm mainly feeling it like right here. Earlier today it was on this side, and since I woke up it's been on this side. And it could be that my sinuses just need to be flushed, but right now I can't flush my sinuses because I'm still 3 months out from surgery, and I can't use a neti pot or nasal lavage for 6 months. So I got 3 more months before I can actually flush my sinuses the way I feel like they need to be. Other than that, I hope this vlog was a little bit more entertaining, especially since I got you guys out of this apartment. Next week, gonna be doing some cooking. I'm gonna try to make a lot of shorts from the meal that I cook for Thanksgiving. Tomorrow, I'm gonna start my prep for Thanksgiving, and then we have another race on Thursday morning. Again, right after I get off work. I think that one starts at 8 o'clock. So the logistics on that is going to be a little different than what we saw this week. Speaking of, I'm glad I got there when I did today because they was actually they actually had open registration early. Registration was supposed to open until 9, and it actually opened before I got there. And I got there about 8:40. Only part I didn't really care for is that I was doing a lot of standing around because there wasn't really a whole lot of activities to do either before the race or after the race. So it was just a whole lot of standing around, and that part I did like. And as I stated in the video before, this was by far one of the lightest crowds I've ever seen at a race. So definitely surprised about that. It was definitely a couple hundred people out there, but I'm used to seeing like over 1,000 people at a race. So that was different. And apparently I registered for the untimed race instead of the timed. So I don't know what my official clock time was, but all of my apps say that I finished in about 44 minutes, and that's with me starting the timer before I even crossed the start line. But when I crossed the finish line, it was like 43 minutes and 45 seconds or something like that. But I have really gotten the steps in today, this week, every day except for Monday. I did over 10,000 steps, so this has definitely been a much more productive week. So with that said, I am going to get some rest so I can get up and do what I gotta do tomorrow, because I have a lot to do. I need to clean this house, because this week I let it get out of hand, being that I wasn't really sleeping the way I was supposed to. I need to do laundry because I haven't done it in like 3 weeks, strip my bed and everything. And then, like I said, I want to start my prep for a Thanksgiving meal. The plan is to measure out the dry ingredients for my cakes. Also, chop up as many vegetables as I possibly can. And then I'm actually considering going ahead and making my chicken broth tomorrow. Haven't 100% decided on if I'm going to do that just yet or not. I could, that way it's out of the way and I don't have to take a pause. As a matter of fact, I am going to go ahead and do my chicken broth tomorrow. So I'd like to make my own chicken broth, and instead of telling y'all what the recipe is, I'm going to do a video on it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.